Michael Saylor is famous for recently saying, you have an Apple phone. How come you can't hold a share of Apple stock on your phone? And, his concept is, why not get all these assets on the blockchain? And then you can have it literally on your phone, like you can have a Bitcoin on your phone, and you can have custody of it and you can trade it 24/7. And I also just had Anthony Pompliano on my show. I really like Pomp. He's a really entertaining guy. And when Bitcoin jumps over the weekend, he always posts and says, Wall Street right now is kicking themselves because Bitcoin is doing tons of volume. It's showing the world where the markets are, and they're waiting until Monday morning at 9:30 before they can trade anything. And he's always poking fun at these old school, financial markets, and DeFi can potentially change all that. So I love that. AI-Fi is really interesting to me. We have our own, ventures portfolio. We've invested just over $20 million now into about 100 protocols. And we get pitched all the time with CEOs. We get to see pretty much 6 live pitches a week. And we had an AI-Fi company in last night, actually Monday night. And, they're very aware that we don't want massive centralized powers controlling our AI. Now, look, a lot of people are smart enough to be suspicious of big tech, all right? And we had a few run-ins back in 2020 about being censored by big tech, including Facebook and YouTube and all of the social media platforms. Mark Zuckerberg came out yesterday and said they're going to stop censoring people and start using this community notes format that Elon made famous on X, where you've got really independent people that actually flag things and they don't pull content down and censor content. But they did used to do it, and I'm very suspicious of them. Just why I'm suspicious of Sam Altman holding all of the AI models in his back pocket that's not open source. I'm suspicious of Google Gemini. I'm suspicious of Anthropic, run by Amazon and invested. I would so much rather have that on the blockchain where I control my information, where I can see the provenance of the information going into my AI results. Typing into Google Gemini, what do you think of this person? You're going to get back out a censored version. And we've already seen some of the mistakes they make. And if you believe everything you read on Wikipedia, you better check yourself. And so I'm really bullish on AI-Fi because AI is going to change the lives of ourselves and our children 100 times more than a search engine or a YouTube world. 100%. And we're doing some heavy investing in that sector. And I'm really bullish. Look, there's going to be plays that aren't right. There's going to be a bunch of other plays that are great. So I'm excited about that reemergence.
Investment Club. Today, I consider it the best investment that I've ever made. We get 4 projects presented a week by their associated CEOs. Personally, I'm completely blown away by the quality of these projects, and I know of nowhere else where I would be given this same opportunity. Each week that passes, I feel more appreciative of the fact that I'm a member of this group. The vibe was just tremendous. Everybody's on the same wavelength. We just clicked. Everybody listened to each other, enjoyed their company. It was just magical, magical. Take action. Don't take my word for it. Due diligence you need to do. And I really hope that someday down the road I see you in the club. It far exceeded expectations, without question.
Yeah, it's really cool. This concept is quite a simple concept. And as you said, it's really important to identify these things. Gamify is probably going to come back as well. We didn't get it right in the previous cycle, but that makes us think. And that's what's really important.
Yeah, I mean, with gaming, it's just, I think people don't understand how big that industry is.
Yes.
It's bigger than all of Hollywood, all of music, all of television. I think all of sports combined. Gaming's bigger.
Yes.
And people hear that, they're like, what? And we're actually about to invest in like an esports company on Web3 blockchain. And he said, Brian, we had 3 times the number of viewers that the NBA finals had for one of our esports competitions. You're like, what? They fill stadiums with kids playing games.
Yeah.
And that's in the Web2 world. When that finally gets to Web3, I'm very bullish on GameFi.
And I just want to capitalize on that because you said something really important, Brian. So if we zoom into that, why these bubbles so important is because if someone does find the right tokenomics for a game that has a really legitimate game that really brings everyone from the player, the viewer, the guy who's doing esports or maybe betting some money, prediction markets, if you really bring that single use case, that's going to bring so many other projects that are going to want to build on Web3 because you have that one successful use case, then we're good to go. And for example, what I love about that is, let's say there's a game on Avalanche that does really well. that bubble will help so many other assets. So we could actually pull Avalanche and its entire ecosystem of dApps, the price up, right? Because if that GameFi project sends AVAX token higher because it brings all these new users, all this new capital that's inflows on their chain, then the other dApps will also probably have price appreciation. But then even GameFi projects from other chains will also have a push from that bubble. And investing at the end of the day is all about future sentiment, right? You're just putting money based on how you feel about the future. And that one case study, that one successful use case, Brian, in terms of bubbles, can really change the name of the game.
Yeah, I love it. And I agree. Bubbles are important. Even though I was in that brutal.com bubble, it put a lot of eyeballs on it. It created a lot of development, a lot of capital that ended up coming to fruition, a few years later. And so look at meme coins on this cycle. The meme coin, excitement, brought us so much more liquidity on Solana. It brought us Pump Fund. It brought us all of these new projects and new memes that were successful. Some crashed, but yeah, it gets the attention of people because it shows there's an interest and a need, and it's solving problems for people. So yeah, I like how you look at a bubble is not a bad thing.
Hey, I know investing in crypto is scary. It takes a real leap of faith because there are so many scams, rug pulls, and bad actors out there. It's a dangerous business, which is why 95% of people lose all their money. Well, that's why I created the London Real Investment Club, so you can access the hottest deals on the planet and use the crypto bull market to create the generational wealth that you deserve. Join my team of over 100 people from around the world that are making millions of dollars behind the scenes investing in blockchain, AI, Web3 games, DeFi, Bitcoin, and more. Don't miss out. Click the link below to book a call with one of my team now. But hurry, this bull market will end soon.
I know investing in crypto can be scary. That's why you gotta join the investment club. Pull the trigger. Let's do this.